They'll be calling you a radical, so thanks to Peter, I got this. Now last night, Peter and I are sitting right here, and these guys are all claiming we got a green flash. I don't know about that, but the All BLANCH showed up on top of the sun. I saw it very freaking specifically. We got the rectangle on top. Very dramatic. I saw it, you know, and so anyway, you wouldn't believe me, you wouldn't believe me, you wouldn't believe me. I've been reporting exactly what's going on the Flynn, the Russians, off for a year and a half. I've been reporting, more than that. You know, I started reporting in the summer of 2016. So maybe you'll believe Reuters. You won't believe me. I was reading these freaking... Look, the Putin, Jill Stein, Flynn, Clinton's, Trump is all nuclear energy, sugar wars, molasses wars, freaking textile wars, cocaine cowboys, plutonium wars. You won't believe me. I was reading, it's like when I used to read Hillary's emails online about the cover-up of Fukushima. I was reading those in 2012 and 13. Won't believe me. You know, right there, you know, y'all pull back from me. Y'all never get any credit. But I've been reporting this on Flynn from then. Maybe you'll believe Reuters. So Reuters reporting exactly verbatim what I've been saying. You know, 2016 in front of the White House on, remember the 5th of November. The Russians have occupied the White House. This is all nuclear, General Electric, Chicago Bridge. Now remember, Westinghouse went bankrupt. Took Toshiba down. So this is all, when he retired as the general, he formed his company. He's smart enough to know where all the money's at. And so this is, they're all in on it together. New World Order, no, it's Old World Order. So Putin, the Clintons, Trump, I mean, these emails indict Trump so hardcore, but Hillary, I knew it. I was telling everybody. You know, I was holding my sign. I climbed the top of the statue and I says, Clintongrad, Clintongrad, Trumpgrad, Clintongrad, Trumpgrad, doesn't matter, they're cousins. This is all nuclear, this is all General Electric. Why? Because that's where all the money's at, the nuclear waste. So what was Flynn up to? He was working as an operative to globalize nuclearism like they all are. You know, General Electric, these consortiums, these crooks, you know, to build nuclear reactors all over the world that we don't use and need because you, the taxpayer, pay for them all. You won't believe me. You won't believe me. Keep it here, Kev. Yeah, last night, right about now, we got the little square right on top of the sun. I mean, it happened in a big way. I saw it plain as day. You know, I have the end of it on film, and Peter claims it flashed. A bunch of guys down here claimed it flashed. I have it on video, I don't know. But I definitely caught that green flash in front of the old green flash in 2014. By the way, I got some really great stories about the old green flash, but let's see. So you won't believe me. You know, I've been telling you this exact word for word that Reuters are reporting now. This is all, it's all nuclearism. It's nuclear energy, the head of the snake. This corruption goes so deep. The Russians, Putin, Trump, the Clintons, all of them. All of these corrupt bastards. All right, let's see. Come on, baby. No oblong on top tonight. Oh, these guys are going to light up, I can tell you that. Watch these guys as soon as this goes down, light up. So maybe you'll believe Reuters. Reuters reporting exactly what I've been reporting for a year and a half, word for word. He left his company, Uranium One. Oh, it's all plutonium wars. No flash tonight. So you won't believe me. What a difference a few hours makes. This morning the waves were crashing all the way up into here. I was down there, I could hear it from my room. Went down, crashing clear up into the cliffs. So we're going to get super, super low tide. This thing's pulled out last 2 hours dramatically tomorrow. And the next day, you know, we got the super moon tonight. And so I'll be going hard tomorrow. Because I'll be out of Point Reyes because I'm going to get this at low tide like I did Monterey last year. And at La Jolla Cove. Monterey, you don't know how hard I went for 3 days when it got low tide. Lowest tide in 2 years there. And I worked the entire peninsula on my own. I almost broke my arm. Fell. But, you know, and I got it. I mean, documented at low tide. Patrick and I last March did the same thing all through the Central Coast. You know, at Diablo and Morro Bay and, you know, Cayacas, all the way up through there. I mean, I documented the shit out of it at low tide. So we found one bat star last year. I haven't even found one yet this year. And I've been working on it hard, really hard. So I gotta show you this. You know, I'm here today and I picked up all that garbage right here. And so just stopped into the thrift store here. You like that? Ralph Lauren cashmere. $3. I'm not kidding. So, you know me, I won't buy anything new. But, so, you won't believe me. This exact word for word that Reuters is reporting now, these emails between Trump, Flynn, the Clintons, Putin, this nuclear, General Electric, Chicago Bridge and Iron, and remember, I'm the guy that broke the photo and broke the story on the Jill Stein. Up is down, black is white, freaking yellow is blue, green is dead, KGB red. The photograph of Jill Stein, Flynn, and Putin, that's my work. You wouldn't believe me. You would not believe me. You know, maybe you'll believe Reuters. That was all my work. Standing on the statue, climbed up it on the 5th of November 2016, screaming, the Russians have occupied the White House. They will never leave. This is all nuclear. This is all the cover-up of Fukushima. The cover-up of Fukushima. You know, sugar wars, molasses wars, textile wars, plutonium wars. General Electric, Westinghouse, which is Toshiba. Westinghouse is bankrupt. Now they're saying they're going to build nuclear reactors inside. I thought they're bankrupt. Who bailed them out? Bain Capital, right here. He lives here, the scumbag, Romney. Who got the money for the receivership? They got it from Apple. Right into the fucking core. The melted down core. So you won't believe me. You won't believe me. This guy's going to light up here in a second. Like you never seen. I want to keep it going. So you won't believe me. Maybe you'll believe Reuters. Kevin Blanch. I mean, talk about Cassandra and Hamlet had a son. And I see from... You won't believe me. I mean, I've been reporting this for so long. It's like I told the greatest story ever told. The greatest PhD in human history. It's an amazing story. Given 2 months to live, why fighting for my life over leukemia? I fight for her, she fights for me. What a difference a few hours makes. It pulled back. I can tell you right now, I know how these guys are. We got to keep it rolling just so you can see this. I know how it's going to light up. So thank you, Peter, for getting that to me. It's word for word what I've been saying, just like when I was reading Hillary's emails online in 2012. Don't go outside. Hummer wrote those. It's not worth it. I got to talk to Kissinger, blah, blah, Fukushima. You wouldn't believe me. You know, maybe if Alex Jones or Fox News regurgitates it freaking years later, or MSNBC, because you got right-winger Kool-Aid drinkers and you got hypocrites, and you've all divided up when they're both so fucked up, it's unbelievable. Fake greens, fake reds, you know. Jill Stein, I love that one. Let's go to Standing Croc. What an insult to a real. Let's go on summer vacation. Meanwhile, back at the ranch, Kevin Blanch is doing all the dirty work. So I reported that this was all nuclearism. You know, this is all, that's what all this corruption is. The Nuclear Energy Crime Syndicate, General Electric, Chicago Bridge and Iron, Westinghouse, Toshiba, you know, Clintons, and their cousin Trump, Flynn. It's all, you know, and we'll see. I like how CNN just hammers and hammers and hammers. They'll go nonstop on this now. You know, all of them will. Yet they'll go nonstop on the Flynn and, you know, pleading guilty, yet they won't say one word nuclear. It's unbelievable, ain't it? It's really unbelievable. So, stand tuned. I'll be hammering these freaking... I'll be working so hard the next 48 hours because we're going to get the super, super low tide. This thing's pulled back so dramatically the last few hours. So I'll be out of Point Loma getting historic footage like I did at Monterey, like I did in the whole Central Coast, like I did at Point Reyes. And I'll get historic footage at La Jolla, you know, the most famous tide pools in the world, because I've hit them all. And I want to have them all documented because you all denied me. You always deny me. You don't believe a fucking word I say because you can't wrap your mind around it as a person like me that works this hard, full of leukemia, given 2 months to live. I fight for her. She fights for me. So stand tuned. Wait till you see the tide pool videos tomorrow.